Welcome to another cast by Donjuancho on channel Donbot for YouTube. And in the top right we have Tomsufi, the red Zerg, and the bottom left we have Piotras, the blue Terran on Daybreak. So I believe this is in the Silver League, and hey, let's just see what happens. This is another game submitted on Reddit for my viewing pleasure. It's on All Things Zerg, I believe. I'm also on Casted under the same handle, Donjuancho. And yeah, so let's take a look here. Tomsufi said that he's having a little trouble. He wanted a game casted / analyze. So let's see what we can do here. I do not know the winner, so we are both going to watch this together. Big map, no problem taking a fast expansion on 15. Go out. If you want to scout, that's fine too. But something that I've been thinking about lately, or that I heard lately, is that for each second that your drone is gone, that's one mineral per in-game second. So after a minute, that's 60 minerals. It kind of adds up. How long does it take to go back and forth? I'm not sure, but that's a lot of missed out on minerals. But you know what? Scouting, it's not that bad. But know what you're looking for. What you're looking for mainly is gas, and if he takes 2 barracks. If he doesn't have a gas, then he could either do a proxy racks to you, maybe like one right here, and then do one here. Still, you can fast expand and be fine. So I'd like to see it 15 hatchery, but you know, this is such a big map, it's so hard to put on pressure, especially if the Terran just turtles up a little bit. But okay, that's fine. Yeah, this, I mean, actually it kind of plays out a little better if you get the spawning pool first, if they do something like this. But it's just wastes his minerals. Just bring out a drone, have him attack it. As soon as you get out, just get out a pair of lings. I guess 4 lings is plenty. I wouldn't get any more than that. Right now, I think it's so key. Uh-oh, come on. You gotta be smarter with that with the Overlord. This actually really hurts losing an Overlord right away. 100 minerals in the beginning. Might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot. Plus you can get supply blocked. And you're not scouting anything. What you want to do is you want to have this guy either back here, or you can put him right on top of this little tower. And even that's a little risky because they can always float a barracks or something over here and kill it. I like to put it right out here also. I like to, sometimes if I'm feeling frisky, I'll bring my second one out here, because I like my first one to be over here so I can scout his gas and his expansion timing. Both are really important. The expansion timing is critical because then you see if he's basically going to put pressure on or not. If he doesn't expand early, and he's coming for you, he's going to put on some pressure. Or he's just in the Silver League and doesn't know what he's doing. But this is good build here. 3 racks, getting out the expansion kind of quick. Zerg, I'm not quite sure. It looks like he wants to put on pressure with this, but again, if Terran is walled up, it's hard to put on pressure. Actually, you know what? If he got a good amount of roaches out right now, he could do a lot of damage. And the reason behind that is there's no tech lab on here, so he can't get out any marauders for a very long time. All he's going to have are marines, and marines are not very good against roaches without upgrades. Hang on one second, guys. In-game casting. Alright, that is my partner, Brobit, right there. He wants to get a cast in. But you know what? He's going to have to wait. So don't look in right there. It's kind of a long game. Alright, yep, carry on then. So, alright, let's hope there's a lot of action right now. And there we go. Really, if you're not fast expanding a Zerg, put pressure on. Just get some pressure on here. And yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. Just gonna talk a little bit quicker in order to counter. So it's kind of interesting. They're still at the same amount of productions, but he already has expansion, which is really good. Getting up some bunkers, I like. Zerg expand. Zerg should have expanded after 15 guys, and he didn't. And it's okay. If you want to put pressure on, but it's too late now. He already has these up. I think he could do a decent amount of damage, but you got to attack earlier. StarCraft 2, it's a lot about timing. You can't just sit back and just wait. And yeah, I mean, getting upgrades, that's nice and all, but you can't one base. If your Zerg can't be one base, he could have done the exact same thing, but on 2 bases. If he just took a fast expand, he would actually have more right now. And then this is close. If he gets everything in there, think about a couple of banelings, and you'd be good. So instead of getting an upgrade, get a baneling nest and a couple of banelings. Why are you going to get speed if you don't have any Zerglings? It's a little odd, but yeah, you can't, man. You just can't be down a Zerg. Get more expansions. That's it. Just get expansions. Expand like crazy. Terran looks like he's gonna go for some sort of standard Marine tank push, which that's good. It's good against Terran, or it's good against Zerg if he's going roaches, and get some Marauders. Man, Marauders just they whoop up on roaches. Roaches aren't bad. They aren't that bad. But I just personally I like Lings better, and then you can transition from Ling to Infestor, and from Infestor you know, you can get your Hive and then either get Ultras or Broodlords. And don't forget about upgrades. So key in this matchup. This matchup is so important for upgrades. If you're down on upgrades, it's so hard. And hey, Terran, 3 bases in base. There are 3 command centers in base, orbital commands. This is a smart play. Needs more Marines or more SCVs, definitely. A couple more SCVs. But hey, he's looking good. He's going to macro like a G pretty soon, even though he is kind of far behind. Supply-wise, it looks like he does have more workers, but not enough supply. Part of the reason is just that roaches are very big in supply for very little minerals. I mean, 75-25 is not that much for a 2 unit thing, 2 unit food. Good spread here. Little bit of a problem is that they have Marines, so they can snipe them. And if he had the speed, Overlord speed would be, I would like that. Interesting place to expand. I'm not sure where this guy's floating off. Usually Terran takes it back here. Maybe he's afraid of that roach or something like that. Looks like we're going to have a little drop in the top left. Maybe a multi-prong attack. As Terran, oh man, that is what you do as Terran. That's perfect. This guy, his mechanics may be bad. He could be a little bit quicker, but I think the strategy overall is pretty solid. I'd like to see if he took out a couple of tanks here. And I don't know where his tanks are. Oh, I guess he has 1 tank in here. This kind of reminds me of like old school, just Brood War style. You drop in a couple of Marines, some tanks, and good reaction by the Zerg player, our Zerg friend. Probably could have picked up a little earlier, but I think those tanks were kind of donezo. So for that, this shouldn't be your main attack. Really, you should drop down a handful of Marines right here, get some probe kills, some drone kills, and then maybe at the front or on the 3rd right here, have your army siege up and kill the 3rd. If you can do that as Terran and take your 3rd, you're killing it. And now look at this. This is like a mule parade going down here. So as Zerg, 41 roaches. That's a lot of roaches. You know, at least you're building units, and you're getting the. He is getting his Greater Spire, which hopefully he'll put to use very soon. We are getting supply blocked. It looks like both players are supply blocked, and a little slow to react. Not something that you want to have happen. Another thing is, if Terran's not putting on pressure, take a couple more bases. You know, you might as well. If they're doing drops like that, yeah, it's tougher. Then you got to get out Corruptors to try and shut that down. And then you could also put down some spines right here. Leaving back troops, not ideal. Oh, and Spore Crawlers. I really like putting Spore Crawlers down because if they try to heal their guys, then it's going to die. And a lot of times I feel like even at very high levels, players will just completely forget about that. They just will hit drop. they won't see the spore crawler there, and they'll lose their medevac, which is pretty big. Okay, looks like Terran's going to be moving in. Where are the tanks, though? Where are the tanks? I saw that he had siege mode, but he needs tanks. Very good. Fungal. Oh man, no! Don't bury these guys. So that's actually pretty strong. Not a big fan of the pure roach. He's getting upgrades. Man, if you just drop 2 fungals on there and then come and kill him, he's on the creep. Oh, where's the fungal? Oh no, bring him for the fungal, or else he can just kite you. And he can kind of kite you a little bit. But still, look at that. He had more army. He had a bigger army, even though it's not the best matchup. Still, killed him pretty good. Okay, I like it. Hey, getting upgrades, and what I would like to see in the production tab. So I guess he scouted it. He's getting Thor and Viking. Man, just come around. Yeah, take this out. Just take it out right now. Be pretty good. I'm surprised. So, I'm not sure what to say about Thors. They're not very strong. Well, they're strong against everything, it seems like. But I hear, well, normal counters roach, but if they get in high enough numbers, they take them out pretty good. Just because it's just like one of those cost-effective type things. Wow, on 3 bases? Okay. I think I know what's going to happen here. This is going to get up, and then he's going to lose everything. Yeah, just run away right here. It's not worth it. And so that is my entire problem with the pure roach army. These guys get strong enough. Look, just get 2-2, and that's it. Oh, hit a fungal. Nice, good fungal. Little too concerned with the whole burrow micro thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, if he had a little bit better control, he would have done so well. He would have done so well. Okay, now this is going to be tough right here. I do like how our Zerg friend has transitioned into Broodlord, but his upgrades don't count for the Broodlords. If he had, okay, he should really have this guy sieging this because he can't get attacked by it. Okay, so if he gets the melee attack for Zerglings, which he is getting right now, that helps for the little dudes that he shoots out. That helps. That adds to the damage. Whereas if you have the shooting upgrade for the roaches, that doesn't help in your late game really. Looks like Terran's pretty much mined out. Zerg has transitioned well. He didn't start out very well, but being on 3 bases and just getting his 4th up, I'd like to see another one here get up. You know what? The counter, it does seem like he's countering pretty hard. He's getting Thors and he is getting Vikings. But if you have enough corruptors and hit a couple of fungals, you're pretty good. Plus, you should be happy because you're on 4 bases and he's on 3. What I would like to see is a run by right here. Maybe some Lings and some Banelings. Just clear this up. But just take another expansion. He's not harassing you. Just take another expansion. Yeah, I like it. Getting the upgrades and keeping the money low for the most part. So all good things right here. However, our Terran player does have pretty good army right now. Army composition. He has some Thors, which are pretty tough to deal with. You really need the Broodlords right now. Yep, Broodlords might just be a little bit late. Hit some fungals. You got to save these guys. Bring them back. Bring them back. And unfortunately, Zerg lost all of his guys. Just didn't. He lost his corruptors. They didn't all attack together. The corruptors were clumped together, so he lost them to the Thors. This is one of the toughest things right here. If you just A-move into this army with your army, you're going to die. You have to be very careful with how you attack this army. But continual Lings, that's not bad. That's not that bad at all, but the problem is the upgrades. Doesn't quite have the upgrades to take it out, although, wow, he's doing a lot of damage. Doing a lot of damage. If there's a little bit better upgrades, I would like that. So another transition here. It's kind of weird, but if you went Ling Ultra, it would actually be very strong. Even though these guys do tear up Ultras, with the Lings and the Ultras together, I think he would be doing pretty fine. It looks like Terran is just macroing like crazy though. Doing very good. Look at that. Well, I guess he's supply blocked, but he's basically maxed out. I'd like to see... Oh no, it's kind of tough. Sometimes you get tanks, but they can do the splash damage against your own guys when they have the broodlings. But overall, it looks like Zerg just kind of down from the beginning. Didn't put enough pressure on. Never really attacked any of his expansions. I believe he did take out this expansion for a little while, but that was pretty much it. It's good just to have a handful of lings just running around here. He didn't get these up until a little bit later, so put a little more pressure on there. And I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. This is Donjuancho, and check it out on Donbot, channel Donbot. Alright, that's it.